welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, today I'm going to talk about a couple more pictures that surround the whole Prekeh Bwoy thing, right? Because, of course, I don't like to just talk about one thing back to back to back, right? So, I gave it a break, but right now, I've got to touch on something else, right? A couple of the pictures surrounding the day Prekeh Bwoy actually lost his life, and even before that, right? But before we go into the picture thing, let me just address TVJ or OneSpotMedia.com or whoever is responsible for this. The day when TVJ brought this story, right, they were using a picture in their video. That picture is on your screen right now. Now, obviously, my people them know where this picture is from, right? Because you would have seen my video about how badness make man transform in a dopey. And when TVJ brought the story, lots of people were messaging me, telling me, Sir P, me see TVJ use a picture in them story, and I didn't have any problem with it. I didn't mention anything. Matter of fact, this is why even the days after the whole Prekeh Bwoy thing, we never bring it up. That's because I didn't realize something. I didn't realize that they had watermarked my picture. Now, let me just say this. Anytime we use any information or any clips or whatever from the mainstream media, TVJ, Gleaner, Observer, Loop, whatever, I always give credit. My subscribers them know that. I always say a Gleaner me get it from, TVJ me get it from, a Loop me see it from. I always give the mainstream media them credit. What I want to know is, how man I go come over here so, take my things, right, put it up on them platform, and then I go watermark it. That's what confusing me. How you go watermark my thing? I mean, I realize the big traditional media houses don't respect quote unquote YouTubers, right? I understand that, I realize that, but this is taking it to a new level. This is a new level of disrespect. I don't want any shout out. They don't have to say, oh, I saw people them three pictures together in a video where I talk about how badness turn man up. You don't have to do nothing like that. You don't have to mention Politricks Watch. You don't have to mention Sir P. You don't have to mention YouTube. Just don't watermark somebody else's work, right? That is insane to me. That come like somebody write a book and when you don't you just add your signature to it. That's crazy, right? That is crazy to me. Now anyway, let's just move into the Prekeh Bwoy thing because a couple of the pictures stood out to me. One of the mind-blowing pieces of information was when me get confirmation that Prekeh Bwoy was 25 years old. So look on your screen right now. That man you're looking at is a 25 year. As a matter of fact, when this picture was taken, he would have been probably 24 years old. 25, you know, people. Look on him good. Which part of that man look like a 25 years old? When me tell you say badness turn man a dopey, you know where I come from? Because when I did the first video about how badness turn man a dopey, in that video, you notice I said he was around 25 or either in his early 30s. The reason why I gave such a wide range is because when I was told Prekeh Bwoy was between 23 and 25, when I got that information, I couldn't even repeat it. I couldn't even repeat. That is why I used such a wide range, because I said no, I stretch it to even 30s, because I can't bring myself to say this brother is between 23 and 25. How could that be possible looking at this picture I'm seeing right there? So that is why I couldn't even see it. So after he lost his life and the major media houses them start to report say Prekeh Bwoy was 25 years old, I'm sorry people, but my mind was blown. My mind was blown. Prekeh Bwoy look like he is at least in his 50s. And even that's a stretch, because I don't know no 50-year-old, no 60-year-old who look like Prekeh Bwoy the way how him look in this picture. I cannot believe this youth is 25 years old. You want a poster boy for what hardcore badness do to people? This is it. This is the picture when them teach in a school. This is the picture when they paste up in some textbook. Because when time them talk and them tell Pitney this and them tell Pitney that, it's hard for them to imagine. They can't really see it. They just read words and they just hear things. Well, here is a visual representation of what happens when people descend into a life of death and destruction. Here is a visual representation of an Apex 87 and what that lifestyle does to you. When we look on the picture them with Prekeh Bwoy on the stretcher, when you look all in a Prekeh Bwoy mouth, Prekeh Bwoy look like say at 6 months no brush him teeth. His teeth were brown, they were in really bad state. That is what happened when you live in the bush. That is what happened when your lifestyle regresses. That's what happened when you start to live more like a caveman than a modern human being. I can't believe it. People, look at your screen right now. This is the picture that I sent everyone to go look at on the site. And you know what? It ended up crashed the site. I had no idea 50,000 people were going to try and look at the picture at the exact same time. This is what I want you to see. That right there is Prekeh Bwoy's finger as he was laying on the stretcher. That I'm right on your look pan right so. His finger is literally still bent as how in the hole him rifle. It doesn't get any more hardcore than that. Imagine the rigor mortis set in with his finger still curled as if it was holding a rifle. These pictures, when you really sit down and analyze them, I know everybody get caught up, or most people get caught up in the more grimy thing them, like for example the fact say him try to hang out and him have this huge hole in his shoulder. No, that's what most people are focusing on. But the actual picture of Prekeh Bwoy in that stretcher, it tells 1,000 stories. 1,000 stories. The shoes will come off on his foot, and them throw it on the stretcher, on him finger, or it wrap up like say it's still there on the rifle. People, he was wearing if you look on him, man, he might wear like a gloves. This entire youth, his entire ending is a separate story. Separate from his life, you can break down Prekeh Bwoy in a many stories. You can do the story as to how he became Prekeh Bwoy. You can do another story as to how he evaded the security forces for so long. You can do a story as to how ruthless he was when he did that for people, right? You can do a story as to how he was taken out. And then you can do an entire story just on the fact, just on the image of him lying on that stretcher. Just after that image, so many, every time I look at the pictures I think to myself, whoa, I never even noticed that, right? How often do you see this? How often do you see a 87? Even when him gone, him finger still curl up like it dip on the trigger. When you hear your favorite artist sing song about him bust gun till him finger corner and him finger bend up, and that's just a game them a play. A game them a play and a show them a watch. This is the real life version. This is the real life, 100% unadulterated version of what your favorite artist sing about. This is the reality. This is the end result. Lie down on a stretcher with the whole air inside them just throw down on you, because it look like say the whole I'm inside drop out and the man just pick it up and push it back on him, and then as they put it on the stretcher and tie the strap around him. When you look on the picture good, you can see at the strap, you see the strap we are look on right now, we run across him, and that strap go all the way across him body and it a hold him insides together. But this is what more on Jamaican to understand, yard and abroad. You see the way Prekeh Bwoy look now, right? As in, even the picture where I show where I say him look like look like he's a 60-year-old caveman or something. You see in that picture, as much as how him look right there, so Prekeh Bwoy had no shortage of woman where they do want to lay down with him. Woman used to left at a parish, go a Mobile, to get a ride off a Prekeh Bwoy. Ask the residents down there. Me not just start girl in the community, you know. Me I thought girl used to left place where they come from, left at a parish, go to St. James, go ask round, to link up with Prekeh Bwoy, and the residents used to link up with him and then get a ride off a Prekeh Bwoy. So even though over there you say, oh, Prekeh Bwoy look like some kind of old time caveman or something like that. No, but I think say he wasn't getting any action. The kerosene oil them love Prekeh Bwoy. You have to understand, at that level, it's not about outward appearance. It's not about who's handsome. It's not about who is cute. Right? It's not about whose line up is sharp. They are attracted to the reputation of Prekeh Bwoy. They are attracted to the danger. They are attracted to the supposed safety that comes from linking with a Prekeh Bwoy. The kerosene oil love them. Right? There's a reason why that song was a gunman in jail. There's a reason why that song is so popular. I know enough man find it hard to accept, especially certain law-abiding man. You have to understand, there are some women in an acidic society, there are some women, a lot of women, just don't want to know. Enough women in an acidic society just don't want no law-abiding, respectful man. Them want Prekeh Bwoy. Them want bigger crime. Them want dopey flim. Now, especially when them young and them look good. Right now, the problem is, as them get older, right, and them original baby father, who would be a Prekeh Bwoy or who would be a bigger crime, when him dead, when they get older and they realize nothing not too gone for them, that's when them start to say, oh, you know, so go try to find one good man now. So that's when them start look for a good man. But when them young and them hot, these kerosene oils want Prekeh Bwoy. That's how the game work. Right? I didn't make the game, I never make the rules. I saw me come see me, I tell you what I see. Right? So we can be on talk about him teeth and so him teeth them brown and we can saw him look bushy. Trust me, Prekeh Bwoy will get more woman than enough man in Jamaica. Because remember, in an acidic society, good is bad and bad is good. Right? So enough woman when turning there with somebody like Prekeh Bwoy, them treat him like the Emperor Napoleon. Right? If he come in with him clothes full of blood, him just throw it down and she just take it up and wash it, no question asked. If he come in and rub him belly, him don't even have to say him hungry. She just put on the pot right away. Right? Because he gets automatic respect. But make you have one little man with a little job, you know. You might not make no money, just have a look, you know. He may be pump gas in a text the car, something like that, you know, bring in all the money, you know, and a big reputation. Come in and try the same thing, no? Come in and throw down your clothes, no? Or come in and rub the belly and expect the food to automatically put on, no? Just try it and let me know it work out for you, no? But they are listen. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Please like, comment, and share the video. Bless.